time for this game to get underway with Atletico Madrid kicking off. Two historical behemoths of the Spanish league going head to head as a part of this incredibly interesting title race, which includes Real Madrid as well. The past few games between these two teams have been a bit of a toss-up, so really anything can happen here today. I'd personally look out for players like Julian Alvarez and Lamine Yamal today. I think the likes of them can most definitely produce something special in today's contest. Yet another thing to look out for is the tip jar next to each seat in the Barcelona fan section. I've heard it's a new crowdfunding strategy which they're using to permanently register Dani Olmo and Pau Victor. They've taken so long to do so that even Carty has dropped in the meantime. I mean, can you take any longer? Some pressure being dealt to Atletico's defense. And stolen by Yamal. Ball to Dani Olmo. Oh, and it's a great one too with Dani Olmo. And oh boy, shot just wide. And it seems as though Jan Oblak is telling his defenders to wake up. Something probably not said too often by the likes of Ted Bundy. Chance absolutely squandered. But can you really criticise Yamal the same way as older players? He's starting professionally for FC Barcelona at such a young age. When I was 17, I professionally rode the bench. Here's Pedri with the ball, driving into space. Ball beautifully weighted to Lewandowski, and it's gone straight to Rosed. Oblak feeling hyped, and oh my days, I did not quite realise how ugly these Barca kits are. Is that Robert Lewandowski? Or is that old school crossing guard? Ball on the wing. Antoine Griezmann switched over to the far post. Squared to Julian Alvarez, and it's a wonderful team goal. I haven't seen such a well done collaboration by three men since the inception of Lunch League. I mean, look at its founders. Household names like Mr. Beast, Logan Paul and KSI. Just like them, these players are really in the thick of it. Back to the game, however. And really, we do have to highlight Julian Alvarez's form. He's been on fire as of recently, as hot a streak as Pele's. As I have no doubt he's adding each goal he scores in his backyard against his grandson to his professional tally. Anything to catch back up to Ronaldo. Griezmann. Played back. Back to Griezmann. And ball played over the top. He's running at Ter Stegen with some pace. Laid off to Sorloth, and it's just a classic FIFA sweaty goal. Many a controller has been broken on the game due to the epidemic that is the sweaty goal. But I didn't know Sorloth was such a man of such vile capabilities. Either way, a word must be had about Barcelona's defending thus far. Absolutely abysmal. I've seen better defense in an under-10s game. Skipping past his man, Inigo Martinez. Does it once again. And ball played to Lewandowski. There he is. Beautiful goal, nestled into the bottom corner. Oblak's really had to stretch there, but to no avail. And as it stands, Barcelona are back in this game. Lewandowski, of course, the man who had a Ballon d'Or supposedly robbed from him due to the global pandemic which had the whole world on its last legs, despite the historic 2020 season which he had. At least he got one made for him out of Legos. He looked so grateful, at least in the photo, but I would not be all too surprised if he went on to blow it to absolute smithereens. I think his way of coping with it back then was just to make TikTok dances anyways, so I think he's alright now. Ball switched over to Jules Koundé, played back to Rafinha, and that's a great ball onto Ferran Torres' head to equalise, much to Diego Simeone's dismay, as I'm sure the man is having flashbacks of his team throwing a massive lead and having this done to them by a grown man with a wife and kids. Not that I'd be complaining if it was a man as fit as Ronaldo. Pedri. Yamal, who attempts from long range, and what a goal! The finesse, the techers, the swaz, the swazzy swaz swaz. My apologies. That was just a Jezza just tickling me on the back of my neck. Get away, Jeremy. To throw in for Atleti. Great pressure to win the ball. Torres is in at the edge of the box. And he has done it. Absolutely sealed the victory with a stamp. And this result is being shipped off to Real Madrid's doorstep, telling them it's your move now in this decisive match determining the La Liga title race. And that's going to be all the football for tonight. A classic match. A great comeback, which is going to be remembered for years to come. Maybe even as memorable as Michael Owen's autobiography. That's right, I bet you didn't even know he had one.